Hey everybody, how you doing? It's about 48 years since I got my guitar. This little red guy right here. Got this as a Christmas present from my parents. Thanks, Mom and Dad. Still love this guy. And I remember a few days after I got my guitar, I was young and I was feeling really frustrated. We didn't have YouTube. There was nothing like that. At some point, I connected with my aunt and my uncle, who were a great inspiration to me. And, they showed me a couple of things like how to play like a G chord or like an E minor chord and an A minor chord. I still didn't really know how to connect all of this stuff. Eventually, I took some lessons with a really great teacher, and I was on my way, and I've been on that journey ever since. I've been teaching what I'm about to show you right now for the last almost 30 years, and it works, and it's a really, really great exercise. I'm going to include a link to this in the description. This is the page that I'm going to be working from right here. Okay, it's a really simple set of exercises. These are all in the key of G, which just is a very, very common chord or a key to be playing with when you're talking about playing guitar. So the way this is designed to work is we're just going to focus on a specific box right now. So let's take this top one, for example, right here. Right, you see a G in the center, and then moving around, starting right here in the upper left corner, you got an A minor, and then a C, and a D, and an E minor. Okay, so I'm going to put this off to the side. I'm going to explain to you how I'm thinking about this. So when I'm looking at that page right there, the design of it is you're going to start on your inside chord, and you're going to put your hand on this G chord, right? And then you're just going to strum that. And then you want to switch to that first chord. I'm choosing the A minor to go to first, the upper left, right? So I'm going from my G chord to an A minor chord. Okay, I'm not trying to go back and forth like that. That's not the idea. The idea is that you're focusing really on G to A minor. Ultimately, you want to go. That's the goal. The goal is to just be able to switch from the first chord to the second chord as quickly as you can. I liken it to this when I tell my students. I was like, throw some crayons on the ground and look at all the different colors and name them as quickly as you can, like green, purple, orange, blue, black, white. Like, you need that instant G, A minor. You're going to need that in your life as a guitarist. I promise. Okay, so you're going to do that 5 times in a row, 10 times in a row, G to A minor. And it's okay that your fingers are going to be like, you're going through finger 1 here. It's okay to be clunky. That's okay. You're supposed to be new at this. Okay, so you're going to do that G to the A minor. Every time that you do it, you're getting a little bit better. Every single time that you do it, right? So you're going to do that 10 times in a row. Right, then we're going to move to the next one in the same box. So now it's going to be the G to the C chord, right, instead of the G to the A minor. So here's my G to my C. Same thing. You're just trying to go from this one to this one. We're not going back and forth. It's going to turn into a mess right there. Okay, so G to C. No looping, just G to C. Over and over again. Now we're done with C. 10 more times on that one. Okay, whatever. And then we're going to do the G to the D. Same exact thing. Your fingers learn to move together the more that you do this. But you have to do it over and over and over again. Then the last one's going to be the G to the E minor. Okay? You're going to do 10 of those. Right? And as you get better at it, take as much time as you need to on the first chord, but then really focus on how fast can you get to that second chord. Get a metronome out. Test yourself that way. Okay, so we just did the inside out part of that square right there. We started on the G, we hit the A minor, the C, the D, and then the E minor. Now we're going to attack this G chord the exact same way. So we're going to start on the A minor chord, and we're going to work the outside of the square to the inside. Okay, so now I'm going to go from the A minor to the G. Okay, again, A minor to G. Right, that's the secret to all of this right here. I've been teaching for a really long time. There's no way that you get into things like Led Zeppelin, Van Halen, AC/DC, Taylor Swift, Guns N' Roses, fill in the blank, any of that kind of stuff. You're not going to be rocking out. All of those moves that I'm doing right there happen instantaneously because I know when they're ready to happen. Okay, we didn't even talk about the hard part, which is actually the rhythm side of it. So now I'm going to hit the A minor to the G 10 times in a row. Bam, bam, A minor to G. Right, gamify this. Do it over and over again. A minor to G. Next one is going to be the C to the G. Right? Just do this over and over again, back and forth. D to G. Talk to any guitar player. They're going to tell you, yeah, these are all really important chord progressions. E minor to the G. right? So think about it this way. If you do one of those boxes every day and you do it exactly 10 times in each direction, so you start with the inside chord and you go from your G chord out to your A minor chord, okay? You can do that one 10 times, and then the G to the C, the G to the D, the G to the E minor. And you do the exact same thing from the outside in with the A minor to the G, and then the other three back to the G. You do 10 of those every single time that you practice, you're gonna play that G chord 80 times in that one practice session. And you can do this in probably like somewhere, I don't know, 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes at the most. It doesn't take that long, but it's just the showing up every single day, doing it over and over again. That's gonna make the difference. The goal, this is what I'm telling people, when I'm working with them over and over again. The goal is to get your left hand as automatic so you don't have to think about it, so then you can get into the... All right, once you have your G chord down, it's really going to be your strumming hand that's going to create the... We'll talk about that down the road or whatever. All right, good luck to everyone. Hope you're all having great practicing out there. Thanks. Take care. Bye.